anyone had expected. It was not something those ordinary security companies could compare with. Mr. Cross finally understood. No wonder the Wolf Guard had such a good reputation in Maryland. It was said that their employees were disciplined, responsible, and carried out their duties very well. You really gave me a big surprise. What's your relationship with President Gavin? Why are you so anxious when you heard the news of his death? Harry shook his head in disbelief. He's our old superior, the former commander. Due to some reasons, the division was disbanded. President Gavin established the Wolf Guard and brought everyone to make a living together. I didn't want to rely on President Gavin to make a living, so I went out to start my own business. In the end, I didn't do anything, and I didn't have the face to go back. George said, dejectedly. Harry asked curiously, what was your previous position? Chief of Staff. Harry's jaw almost dropped. A chief of staff in the military actually acted as a security guard to guard the door for him. This was simply too bizarre. George said in a dispirited manner, those brothers in the Wolf Guard are a bunch of nobodies. If they didn't rely on the Wolf Guard, they would have a miserable life when they came out. Now that President Gavin is gone, the Wolf Guard has lost their leader. Plus, President Gavin's family is fighting for the inheritance. The Wolf Guard would definitely collapse. That's why you begged me to buy it. Yes, the Wolf Guard needs to find a new leader. Mr. Parker is a most suitable person. George said firmly. Do you really trust me that much? Mr. Parker, I can see your character very clearly. The Wolf Guard is the real Wolf Guard in your hands. No one else has the right to control this force. I can't tell anyone about it because it's too confidential. However, the predecessor of the Wolf Guard isn't as simple as an ordinary army. Being a security guard is just a waste of powder for us. George looked at Harry with a burning gaze and said, he had deep feelings for the Wolf Guard. He did not want the whole Wolf Guard to disband because of the death of President Gavin. Harry, on the other hand, had no choice but to choose whether it was his background or his personality. In this world, George couldn't think of anyone other than Harry who had the right to make the Wolf Guard pledge loyalty to him. After learning this information from George, to be honest, Harry was tempted. The Wolf Guard was too powerful. This was what Harry needed the most right now. Although he was the heir of the Parker family, it was necessary for him to control a force that was loyal to him. For the security of few properties in front of him, and for the bloody competition for the inheritance rights in the future, Harry had to have the Wolf Guard. Furthermore, the Wolf Guard was currently on the brink of collapse, and it was good time to buy it. If I buy the Wolf Guard, are you willing to lead this team? Harry asked. George looked up at Harry in disbelief and was stunned. Me? Harry nodded. George was the former chief of staff. He had a very high position in the Wolf Guard. With his help, Harry would be able to quickly grasp his power. Since Mr. Parker trusts me so much, I will promise you right now, from now on, I, George, am willing to be your servant. The Wolf Guard will also be your shield and sharp blade. George saluted Harry solemnly. Mr. Cross smiled and clapped. Sir, congratulations on having another capable subordinate. Harry nodded in satisfaction. There's so many surprises today. George, follow me tomorrow morning. I will buy the Wolf Guard for sure. Yes, sir. After George expressed his loyalty to Harry, he changed the way he addressed Harry. Harry thought of how he knew George and felt that his look was really good.
Play number 7 now.
In the beginning, he thought that George was a migrant worker that entered the city. Later, he met him at the bar entrance at a security guard. Only now did he realize that George's true identity was actually so shocking. A division's chief of staff had become his subordinate, and he had even brought along a powerful team of 2,000 people. This made Harry sigh in his heart. Life was truly unpredictable. Who would have thought that he would obtain such a huge reward just because he had helped the migrant worker out of kindness? Of course, the Wolf Guard still didn't belong to Harry. He needed to buy it tomorrow. This wasn't a problem anymore. Money was a simple matter. The Wolf Guard's strength
I'm like,
was
this motherfucker
priceless.
holding the shit out of
Harry
it.
didn't feel that it was a loss no matter how much money he spent. Sir, although President Gavin takes good care of his brothers in the Wolf Guard, his family members aren't easy to talk to. What if tomorrow... George said worriedly. He was afraid that President Gavin's family members would cause trouble again. It was not easy for them to find a new master for the Wolf Guard. If he did not want anything to happen to them and cause trouble, Harry waved his hand. We will talk about this matter tomorrow. There is no need to consider these uncertain matters now. We should go and rest for it. Please, sir. George thought for a while. It was indeed the same as what Harry had said. It was useless to think about these messy things now. It was because he cared too much that George lost his usual calm. Seeing George leave, Mr. Cross asked, Sir, I think what George said makes sense. Boss of Wolfguard just passed away. His family started to fight for the inheritance before his corpse even chilled. I think they're all snobbish people. It might affect your plan to purchase the inheritance. Do you want me to send someone to use some tricks on these people? Harry shook his head and said, There's no need. Wolfguard is very special. If I want to take over this power, I have to do it openly. Only then will I make them submit to me. If I rely on schemes to obtain the inheritance, it will not be worth it. I understand. Sir can see it clearly. Mr. Cross flattered him. Episode 165. Gather. By the way, how long until the renovation of Starman Hotel is completed? Harry asked. Mr. Cross calculated in his heart and said, about 25 to 26 days. Harry previously told him not to be stingy with money and to find more construction teams to renovate at the fastest speed. Originally, it would take half a year to complete the project, but after looking for over 100 construction teams, we started working at the same time. Now, in less than a month's time, Starman Hotel should be renovated anew. This feat is not bad. When the reopening date comes, I will hold a banquet to celebrate Jessica, Tammy, and the other Dream Angels. We'll also take this opportunity to promote it.
After the pickup
Harry
of
said.
5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mr. Parker, that is wise. I can invite all the famous people in Maryland to attend the opening ceremony. It would be great if the Dream Angel movement launched at this time. With the support of these famous people, their reputation will increase very quickly. Mr. Cross said with admiration. Yes, you should arrange the celebration for the following period of time. You must let the 4 of them appear in the most shocking way and show it to everyone. Sir, can you tell us your specific thoughts? Mr. Cross asked. If that's the case, Harry told him the plan he had prepared. Mr. Cross was so impressed that he almost fell to the ground. Only Harry could use such a shocking method. When Starman Hotel held this grand celebration, not only could it set up a new image in Maryland, but it could also make the Dream Angel group famous. It was killing 2 birds with 1 stone. It was his employer who thought this through. Mr. Parker, I'll be going back first. Henry walked over and said goodbye to Harry. After the cocktail party ended, Henry stayed for a while and discussed the singing of the song with Jessica and the others. It was late now, so he was ready to go home. Okay, 9:10. Take Mr. Henry home. Also, you will follow Mr. Henry for the next 2 days to protect his safety. Harry yelled. Yes, sir. 9:10. Goodbye. Lester wasn't a threat.
And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
He's going to take another shot here, and that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft,
Allen hit. He lost the football. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football. And
rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So after the INT, it's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. Short completion, just 4 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Now Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll throw with Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Draw play. This is Hines. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On play action, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They run the counter with Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Christian Barmore in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
That's complete and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And now off to the races down the right side. 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. And this one is right down the middle. And the Bills will air on to their lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start the drive with Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. attempts on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen uncorks one for Davis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Cook up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Allen's throw is complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Bills will hang on to their lead. That was perfect from distance. He steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second and 3. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw now on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll look to throw here. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's Allen. Finds Hines again for the completion. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Diggs going in motion right. On 2nd and 10. Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a first down carry for Harris. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, the first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. He's up to the 20. Big strides. Look at him go. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards. Well, this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats are going to take possession of the football. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still blowing on the scoreboard.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Diggs has it. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now in Buffalo. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16. He completes it to Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. J.K. Dobbins with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are right back in this football game. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season. Made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Allen. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hines. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a good factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he finds Howard complete. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Back to throw again. Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Harris going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. So Allen's going to look to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now it's Hines. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and it happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be brought down at the 27. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. So it's a victory here.